I take you along with me on my creative journey. So this week is about going back to your roots. So you're going to come with me to my childhood home in Colorado to see what helped to make me the way I am today. You'll also get to see some art projects that I did this week for my brand new Etsy store that I finally opened, which has been my goal this whole time. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stay tuned. So right now I'm here at my parents' house and I'm having so much fun because there's no bugs in this grass. No bugs, no bugs, no bugs. And I'm helping clean the house because we have to get ready for my niece's graduation party. How do you dust a cactus? So it's easy to see why I grew up to be so creative and imaginative, because I grew up in this cool place and I spent all my time outside. And I used to sit on top of this very fence and I would sing to this field when I was really little because I thought that it was listening. I used to come up here all the time in the winter to go sledding and in the summer to chase butterflies. We are in my daddy's garage to tell you about something fun that I got to do today that I didn't think was going to be fun, but it actually was. So the suspension on my husband's car, Sully, had gone bad, and my wonderful father agreed to help us fix it. So I drove it out here to Colorado, and I have spent the last 2 days working on it with him, and he always tried to get me to help work on cars with him before, and I always found an excuse to say no. Daddy, I don't wanna. But this time I decided to help, and it was really super duper rewarding. And I actually had ideas that helped and that made me feel really good. And when it was done, I was so proud of myself for having helped work on a car. And we took the shocks out of the back 2 tire wheel places and we put in new ones, and I got to use a whole bunch of interesting tools. This a bunch. And we broke this, so we had to go to the store to get a new one. This, and I used this. Okay, well, I didn't use this. I watched my dad use this. Interesting story about this one. When I was in 3rd grade, I got to pick something out of the prize basket, and I picked this wrench so that I could give it to my daddy. And it didn't match any of the others, but he kept it anyway. And when we were working on the car, his tiny wrench broke. So mine was the only one left, and it was the day-saving wrench. So I was really proud, and props to my little 3rd grade self for saving the day. Because I knew that in 19 some odd years that I'd be helping fix my husband's car and we would need that wrench. So yeah. And in the end, I got to spend more time with my dad, and I got to learn a lot of things from him, and I learned to work smarter, not harder. And I learned that order matters, because when you take things out in the wrong order, you spend 3 hours trying to get them apart, and then you have to use a hacksaw. So yes. But we got it all out, and we got the new parts in, and now Sully doesn't bounce anymore, and I got to spend a really, really special time with my dad that I think I will always cherish. So, thanks, Dad. So my challenge for you today is spend time with someone that you love, learning something that they know a lot about. Because it may be something that growing up they always wanted to teach you and you were never interested. But give it a try, because it's something that's valuable to them, and the two of you will grow closer, and it may be more fun than you expect it to be, and it will be more special than you expect it to be. So that's my challenge for you today. Today was the big day. Ta-da! Presenting my Etsy store, Whimsy and Wings. It's been on my calendar for months that today was going to be Etsy Day. And my good friend Jen and I got together at her house. We sat on the computer and we didn't quit. And when it got hard and confusing, payment policy, payment methods, terms, deadlines, taxes, cancellation policy, etc., she kept me going, and she typed when it got too hard, and it took 7 hours. refund policy, terms, eligible items, damages, losses, etc. But bottom line, we got it done. So I want to show you the things that I made. So this is the first one. It's a mixed media canvas. I started with, I wanted to make a tree out of book pages, and then I thought it needed something, so I added in some pieces of recycled cards, or repurposed, and then I added leaves, which are downy pheasant feathers, and then I wanted some texture down at the bottom, so I put on some sand for the ground, and I have bits of cardboard and packing paper, and I thought it needed some balance, so I added some necklaces that I tried to sell at a garage sale when I moved, and now I'm really glad that no one bought them. And the finishing touch is this bird's nest. It's real sticks, and the bird's egg is very special paper that actually has gold flakes in it. So this was my first piece that I made to sell on the Etsy store. So these are the 3 notebooks that I made. The first 2 are monsters. And this guy has fluffy or bristly eyebrows and shiny teeth. And these actually used to be part of a card that I got that was a polar bear. And he's got a curly tail on the back, and his pages are purple. And inside the covers are purple and black sponge paint. And he has an embroidery floss bookmark with glass beads on it. And I think he's really cute. Second monster notebook is this pink one. And he has a cookie, and the cookie's my favorite part because it's actually sandpaper, and the chocolate chips look so real. They're hot glue painted brown. And he has felt hands and velveteen horns. And he also has an embroidery floss bookmark with a bead on it. He has a little curly felt cat tail. And the inside covers of his notebook are painted blue with sort of a scaly scalloped pattern. I think he's adorable. The last one I think is the prettiest. It has this wooden shape. It's laser cut that I bought at the store. And then I decoupaged book pages on the rest of it. And I was very tricky with how I got this on here because I couldn't put the glue on one part of it without it cooling before I got to the rest of the shape. So I put glue on the whole thing. Then I laid it on top of the book. Then I put a clothes iron on top of it, so the glue melted all nice and evenly. And then I took the iron off and it cooled, and voila! So it has a nice long bookmark as well with a pretty bead and very pretty blue aqua colored edges. And the inside, I don't know if you can see, it's shiny gold paint with black sponge paint over the top of it. So like I said, I think this is the prettiest one. The thing that took the longest actually about these notebooks was painting them white, because they start as just plain composition books and they've got patterns and writing all over them. So I had to put like 6 coats of white gesso on every single surface, and that by itself took 1 entire day. So I'm hoping I can find a more efficient way to do that. But those are the things that I've made to list on my Etsy store so far. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Glowbug. Tune in next time to see more projects that I will make and list, and more tips for you. So thanks for joining me. And Mommy! I think I just got bit by a bug.
I have no clue because I know nothing about these stupid things.
Mom's trying to figure out the computer. There's a bunny rabbit! Whoa, that's a big bee. Okay. Hi, baby bunny. Yeah, that fly bite really itches.